What's up? Yep, I have solved the storage problem for my 2021 Road Glide Special. I did pick up a tour pack for my bike. This is not an Advan Black or Hogworks or any of those other aftermarket tour packs. This is an OEM Harley-Davidson chopped tour pack. So let me show you what the different parts of the tour pack and that information, then we'll come back and we'll do a walk around on the bike, and I'll kind of go over my rationale for why I went with this one. We'll take a look at it. Now with the OEM kit, you get the chopped tour pack. Mine came with black hardware for the latch and then for the hinges. We'll open this up. It's really nice, really smooth. You have the tether already pre-installed. You have a rubber mat that goes inside on the bottom. I also ordered the keys already keyed to my bike. You give Harley your VIN number, and then they will set the lock to work with the keys that came with your bike. And also I've got 2 spare keys here. Then you have the mounting hardware to mount the tour pack onto the plate, and that's the plate over here. And then I've got the nuts that came to put the rider pad or the passenger pad on the back of the tour pack. Now, one thing you'll notice if you've looked at the Advan Black and Hogworks kits, and then I guess all the third parties that come with a lighter plastic, the Harley's really heavy duty. What this does not come with is the metal plate that you see with those other kits. So normally on the third party kits, you'd mount the tour pack to the base plate here that mounts to the bike, and then there would be a metal plate that goes on top so that when you bolt this down, you have metal on both sides. When I first saw this, I called Arlie, my parts guy, and I said, hey, I think the plate's missing. He explained to me that with the chopped tour pack, they don't ship with a metal plate. You just mount it onto here. This is still, I mean, this is really heavy duty stuff, high quality, but it's still plastic. So I did a little research, and you can actually order a metal plate that is cut out or laser cut to fit the chopped or the King tour pack that will lay up here. That'll let you tighten the bolts down, and you'll have the plastic sandwich between the metal plate, and then the 2 metal layers, the metal plate, and then this. So I've actually ordered that. I'm waiting on it to get delivered, but the installation is really straightforward. You use the bolts that come with the tour pack, put the head on the top, put the bolt down through here, through the slits in the mounting plate, and then tighten that down. Now, one of the things you'll notice here is the slits that you have in the mounting plate look to be about 1.5 inches, maybe inch and a half. So that allows you to adjust the mounting of the tour pack either closer to the rider or further towards the rear of the bike. In my case, I'm going to mount mine closer to the front so it doesn't hang off as much to the rear of the bike. But the first step, the first thing I'm going to do is to take this plate out to my Road Glide and make sure that it will fit on the bike, on the quick detach system, and see if I need to turn those cams on the back or not. So I think that's probably the smart move. Mess with that before you mount the tour pack onto the plate. So let's go take a look at that. The first thing that I should point out is that I already have the docking hardware for the quick release system mounted or installed on the bike, and that gives me essentially these 4 docking points on either side of the bike. I run my Sissy Bar, and that connects, the front piece of the Sissy Bar connects to the top of the shock. There's a docking point here, and then to the outer rubber piece here. The luggage rack, as well as the mounting plate for the tour pack, mount to the midpoints there and then the rear back here. And it's always rubber to metal. That's the thing to remember. So you want to put this down over the inner piece here, the metal, and then push this down on the back, and it should snap into place. And there we go. So that actually worked out pretty well. If for some reason you have trouble getting these latches to go over the rear docking point, you need to know these docking points are not perfectly round. They're oblong, they're cammed, so what you need to do is loosen up this rear one, kind of rotate it until you can get this this bracket to lock down and these clamps to come over like they did just then, and then you just tighten this up. One thing I did mention before, I have a locking replacement for this clamp on order. I'm going to get it sometime next week. I'll put that on, but as this sets, if you don't put a lock on here, replace this with a locking clamp, anyone can just walk up and then release these and walk off with your tour pack. You don't want that to happen. You want to keep your tour pack on your bike. I'll let you know how that goes when I put the lock on that. I've already got one on my Sissy Bar, my luggage rack. They work great. So that's it. So with this on, I'm going to go put the tour pack on this bad boy. In case you were wondering why I did this before mounting the tour pack, it's because it's a lot easier if you have to adjust that rear docking point to mess with that and get a good fit if you don't have the weight and all the overhang of the tour pack already on the mount. There you go, pro tip. I think that looks really sweet. I don't know, what do you think? So obviously I got the Vivid Black tour pack. This is the chopped tour pack. And for those of you that are kind of looking at pricing, people were telling me, oh, you got to spend $2,000 on a OEM tour pack versus whatever the Advan Black or Hogworks ones are. That's not actually true. I think people get a little confused. If you go on the Harley-Davidson website, you definitely see some really high-priced tour packs there, like in the $2,000 range, but those are special paints, like CVO matches or whatever. The Vivid Black is actually not much more than the Advan Black for the tour pack itself. Now, one of the reasons I ordered the Vivid Black is because, one, I'm going to have it painted to match the bike at some point. So why not just get the cheap one, get the Vivid Black? But the other reason is because this came with all the black hardware, and it was this hardware, in addition to just the general quality of the OEM tour pack, that made me go the OEM route rather than go with a third party. The plastic, the construction on this tour pack is really super nice, based on what I have seen of the aftermarket tour packs. The quality is just a couple of steps above that. The fit and finish is, I mean, directly on point. And then the best thing about it is the hardware. The hardware is just so smooth. You don't have any of those little janky things that you have when you're opening it or trying to work the latch or whatever on some of the aftermarket tour packs that I've seen. So this tour pack came with a rubber mat. Obviously I haven't done anything with this. The one thing I will mention, because when I was going over the parts, I talked about that metal plate. Although I was told you don't need a metal plate, I don't know, I guess it's just kind of it's just me, right? Thinking that if you're gonna bolt this plastic to a metal bottom, it's better to have a metal plate and sandwich the plastic between the two, so you can bolt these down, just to give it a little more sturdiness. You know, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but this is the plate that I got off Amazon. It was like 20-something. I'll put a link to this plate in the description of this video below. Other than that, this is what came standard with the tour pack. So again, really nice. The tether, you know, it's a tether. I may actually do a safety tether on this. I'm not sure. Maybe take some paracord or something. I'm just a little concerned. Again, probably overthinking it, but you know, whatever. So anyway, that's it. I am glad that I got the chopped over the razor. I think this is a perfect size. Let me grab my camera bag real quick. So all my camera equipment takes up one side of the tour pack, but of course you've got more storage above this, you know, available to you. So I've got another half here for clothes or whatever when I'm traveling. And I know people say, hey, you can put the camera bag in a saddle bag, and you can. That's how I've been traveling. It's a little cumbersome with my bag. And I'm not going to go buy another camera bag. It's the last thing I need, but this holds a couple of cameras and batteries and assorted crap in there. So it's nice just to be able to throw this in the tour pack when I'm riding around and then lock it up if I want to go grab a coffee or whatever. This will not fit the full face helmet. But again, check this out. Bam, super nice. So another difference with the OEM tour pack over like an Advan Black is you've got to buy the lock, and they key this. You give them your VIN number, they'll key this so that it works with the keys that you already have for your saddlebag and for your fork lock and everything. The other thing that this doesn't come with, that like the Advan Black comes with, is the passenger backrest. So check out this backrest. This is a rework of the standard backrest that I picked up from Harley-Davidson, and I worked this through Quantico Customs Designs. And what we did is they have someone that they use up in Pennsylvania to do all their custom seats, all their custom leather work. I sent that gentleman my backrest from the custom Pera seat that I had made for the Road Glide when I picked it up, so that he could look at the stitching and the thread color and everything. And he actually redid this backrest for me, and I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but I mean, it looks like it came from Pera. It looks like it came from Pera with this seat. So you can see the perforated leather, you can see the stitching, the color of the thread is spot on, and it looks like it came with the seat. It's incredible. This was the one thing that I was struggling with more than anything else on the tour pack, is I didn't want a backrest, but then I didn't want to like just plug those holes. But this was the perfect, I think the perfect solution to what I was looking for. Super nice, super nice. So I don't know, what do you think? Let me know if you have any questions about the OEM chopped tour pack. But I am super happy with the quality. I'm super happy with everything about this this tour pack. I'm gonna have my guy Kevin Pettit spray that so that it matches the black with the metallic flake on the top part of the bike. There you go. Storage solution solved. You guys have a good one. I'm out of here. Take care. See you next video. Peace.